What's up guys, Pax12 back with another Pokemon TCG video. Today we're going to be playing a little off topic, weekend right before NAIC, but we're going to go ahead and just play one of my favorite rogue decks that I've been playing recently, of an Eeveelution deck that has basically all of the Eevee evolutions in the deck except for Umbreon, Espeon, and Sylveon. But we have Leafeon, we have 2 Flareon, 1 Vaporeon, 1 Glaceon, 1 Jolteon, and we're literally playing like 7 basics in the deck. We're playing 4 of the boosted evolution Eevee, 2 of the Eevee EX, and 1 Fez just for some extra draw support. But this deck is one that prefers to go second and go for that big turn 1 Crispin for a big attack, either Burning Charge or Frost Bullet or something to do massive damage turn 1. So we'll have to see what we can do. And it does have a kind of a bad matchup spread. It does have some techs for stuff like Charizard with that Leafeon in there. Okay, perfect. We don't have Crispin, but we do have double Eevee, as well as the Terra Orb. So we have a way to find... Okay, looks like... Well, we're going first anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and prep for the Flareon. Just get that electric energy in play, and hopefully we can find a fire energy next turn. Otherwise, we could potentially go for Jolteon or Vaporeon next turn as well. But we'll have some options. We'll just have to kind of hope that we can either get Crispin or Earthen Vessel or some way to get a different energy spread here, because that is the other slight downside of this deck. So we are playing lots of different energies. I believe we're playing 3 Grass, 3 Electric, 3 Water, 4 Fire, and a couple Dark. Looks like we're going up against a Miraidon, so probably Joltik Box deck, yep. So this should be interesting. So Jolting Charge is definitely going to power up that Iron Hands on the bench. So we're going to be wanting to get Flareon out, probably. Or even... Actually, even a Leafeon play isn't too bad. Because he's going to have a lot of energy in play. Yeah, Leafeon I think is actually going to be the play here. Alright, we'll see what we can top deck here. Glass Trumpet, not super helpful in this instance. We don't have water energy, so we can't use any of these other guys. But Leafeon, we can at least attack with the Verdant Storm for some big damage. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to evolve anything on the bench just yet. So if he does have Gust with Iron Hands, he does take 2 prizes. Okay, we do have Jolteon. Jolteon's not super helpful in this matchup. Jolteon's more of a tech for against stuff like Pidgeot EX or other things that are weak to Electric. Otherwise, he's not super useful. And then it's primarily Flareon, Vaporeon, and Leafeon are probably the 3 main ones that I'm using in this deck. So we will be able to one-shot his Iron Hands with this Leafeon. Oh, there's the boss. Okay, so he's going to take 2 prizes. It's also going to be a bit annoying tackling that Pikachu EX, because we can't one-shot Pikachu EX with his ability. The only way that we could would be if we could spread some damage out. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be able to happen. Okay, so there's Ampy very much, so that's going to take a couple prizes. We will be able to bust Iron Hands here, though. So that'll be good, at least. Let's see, Ultra Ball. Okay, Ultra Ball is not super helpful, unless if we have Pheasantipity in here. Okay, we do have Pheasantipity, so let's go ahead and pull that. Don't really need Jolteon at this point, so we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball for Pheasantipity, draw some extra cards here. We do have Glass Trumpet as well. There's Crispin. And actually, I like the idea of maybe playing Arven this turn. We'll go for the Crispin this turn. Just power up that Flareon, get that guy ready to go. Go ahead and accelerate the grass to the Eevee. Oh, we already used that. Alright, so we will Verdant Storm for 300 damage to knock out the Iron Hands. We will not be able to Moss a gate next turn, though. Unless if we find... Okay, Earthen Vessel. So we could use that to get either a water or a fire. And then Arven for Sparkling Crystal. That is definitely a play. Probably not the most ideal one, but it's something that would work. Well, it looks like he is going to Crispin this turn to power up that Pikachu. We're kind of... I think I'd rather see him KO the Leafeon over the Flareon, so hopefully he doesn't have Counter Catcher here. Okay, so he's going to KO the Leafeon. So this is definitely going to be a 2-prize race now. He does have 2 prizes left, so we are going to be in a bit of a tricky spot here. If we could find boss's orders... There's Vaporeon. Vaporeon actually would be a solid play here. There's boss's orders. Perfect! So now we can boss up Miraidon and take that out. Or even go after the Mew. Let's go ahead and Earthen Vessel, just throw that out. Okay, we need a electric and maybe a water. So we go electric here. Boss KO on the Miraidon. Actually, we want to bring up the Mew. Okay, so this will allow us to take a big KO there. That'll bring us down to 1 prize. So now the only trick is we still have to deal with either Pikachu or the Miraidon. And I think we only play 1 boss in the deck. So it is going to be a bit tricky. Blood Moon. Okay, so if he has Gust, then he just wins the game. Oh, he has Prime Catcher. Shoot. Yeah, we just lost. The darn Blood Moon play. Oh, God, I hate that. I hate that so much. Well, okay. Late game Blood Moon kind of kicked our butt, but we couldn't really do much about that. We did a lot more damage than they did, though, so... Alright, let's go ahead and do another one. That battle actually seemed to go pretty darn quick. Alright, heads, we will be going second. Hope to get that turn 1 big attack going off here. Okay, no basics. You only play 7 in the deck, so... Although this would have been a fairly solid opening hand if we did have a basic, because we have Pokegear Buddy Poffin. So Pokegear could have found, if we had the boosted evolution, Eevee. 4 mulligans? Oh, jeez, okay. Well, we did find Eevee Flareon. We don't have Crispin. We'll have to see. Hopefully he's not playing a Donk deck. Oh, great. Okay, so he's playing Marnie's Grimmsnarl. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Leafeon is going to be very important in this matchup as well. We're going to have to either top deck Crispin or find... Well, I'm going to be discarding Leafeon, probably with Research. Yeah, we are going to have to do that, unfortunately. Okay, so off of Research, we have to find Sparkling Crystal in order for this to work. We found Crispin. We did find Night Stretcher, though. So it's not looking too terrible for us. I probably shouldn't have benched Fez. Probably should have just held on to the Fezandipity, but... Well, Arven's gonna get him Rare Candy, TM Evo, probably. Rescue Board, okay. So he's already gonna start swinging with the Grimmsnarl. Probably gonna put the 30 on our Fez. Yeah, I definitely should have waited to bench the Fezandipity. And we do have Leafeon in the discard pile. Oh! That actually could work. If we'd still have to find Sparkling Crystal, though, in order for it to work. Because we would, or the Switch, which we discarded the Switch off of Research. So we would have to top deck Sparkling Crystal in order to pull what I'm hoping to pull off. Because we could do Night Stretcher for Leafeon, Crispin for Grass plus another energy, attach the Grass for turn, put the other one on the Flareon Retreat, but then you'd have to have the Sparkling Crystal in order for it to work. But we do have to evolve this Eevee on this turn. hopefully into the Leafeon and get some energies going. We could go for the Carnelian with the Crispin, but then we're not powering up our backup attackers, so not gonna work super well for us. We're gonna have to see. I bet he puts the 30 damage on the Fez. At least that's where I would put it. Because this thing can easily evolve. Okay. Glass Trumpet? Glass Trumpet could work. Actually, Glass Trumpet's brilliant. Because then what we can do is we can do Grass. We can do... Oh, this is gonna work. Let's just grab a Electric plus Water. Put the water into hand. Attach Electric for from the Crispin. Water Energy. Night Stretcher for Leafeon. Go ahead and retreat. And this will also heal that damage that's on our Flareon as well. Oh, no, actually, never mind, it won't, because we're not using the Mossa Gate. So we're going for the Verdant Storm. 480 damage. Alright, so now we do have Crispin to power this guy back up. We also have Terra Orb to potentially grab an Eevee EX. But I think we're going to be playing Crispin to put Fire and maybe Electric on the Flareon. That way we can use Mossa Gate and heal some of that damage off of our bench. Which that'll be really good, especially in this matchup in particular. Okay, Secret Box. This will grab him Rare Candy. Probably a Buddy Poffin. Or Arven, I'm guessing. Arven, Rare Candy, the Spikemuth, and Defiance Band. And Iono instead of Arven, okay. Well, I suppose Iono's a fair play, because that does shuffle our Crispin. So we have Rare Candy Grimmsnarl. He's not going to be able to do enough damage to our Leafeon. So I figured he'd get Arven for Counter Catcher, but looks like that's not going to be the play. And now we can still just one-shot his Grimmsnarl with Leafeon. So I don't know what he's thinking, because I'm just going to take another 2 prizes. I mean, if he has Gust off of this Iono... Okay, we did lose our Crispin. Okay, that'll get another Dark Energy for Monkey Dory. We do have... I hate to play Buddy Poffin here. Only for the sole reason of him having that spread damage and then just being able to pop those Eevees before they can even evolve. With stuff like Monkey Dory. So I think if we do bench another Eevee, we're going to have to bench the Eevee EX instead. And this damage has got to be going on the Flareon, I would imagine. But we do have to get this Flareon going. Either that, or we have to get the Eevee EX going and then still find another Night Stretcher to bring back Leafeon EX. Or Super Rad plus Terra Orb. Leafeon will not get knocked out this turn. Please try to put the 30 damage here. Oh, yes, sir. Wait a minute, What? I had 40 damage on myself. Plus 2. We had 40 damage. Am I just stupid? Did I do math wrong? Oh, I suppose maybe he put the Monkey Dory damage on there. Perhaps. Don't recall that being the case, but... Come on, flip the script. You gotta find Crispin or Sparkling Crystal here. Arven. Okay, Arven gets a Sparkling Crystal plus Super Rod. Let's go ahead and use the... Let's just use the Fire Energy. Okay, so we'll shuffle back. Shuffle back some energy cards here. Okay, so we are in a good amount of trouble right now. Just for the soul... Okay, we have Grass in hand, so let's do these 2. Okay, and then let's just hope that he doesn't have Gust on this Eevee here. Because if he doesn't, we're definitely in trouble. Benching the Tatsugiri. Okay. So it's safe to assume that he's going to just pop the Shadow Bullet on the Flareon here. I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't. We really just have to hope he doesn't have Gust this turn. We know he's not playing Prime Catcher. I don't know how many Boss's Orders this deck plays. They have one in the discard pile already. Iono. Shoot! Well, there goes our Grass Energy plus our Terra Orb. Okay, we just drew into Leafeon anyway, so now we still need that Grass Energy to attack, though. We'll have Fez, we'll have Pokegear. We've got some options here. We do also have Counter Catcher. So we could Counter Catcher up his full HP Grimmsnarl. But maybe it's just best to take out his one that's already on the board to prevent extra Monkey Dory shenanigans. We'll have to see. Because he should not be able to, regardless, he should not be able to one-shot Leafeon. So we just have to hope that he doesn't have Boss's Orders. As long as he doesn't have Boss, we can win this, most likely win this game. It's gonna be tricky, but we could definitely pull it off. Alright, so we do have to find Grass Energy this turn. Alright. Vaporeon. Well, we could evolve that. Since he played Iono, let's go ahead and shuffle the deck with this. Then let's go ahead and flip the script first. There's Terra Orb. Let's see, let's go Flareon here. Actually, wait, because we could do Flareon on the active as well. Let's go Pokegear. Crispin! Yes, sir! There we go, that's what we needed. Because that gets us Grass plus Fire. We don't have Fire. Oh, that could be an issue. So we want to put Electric into hand. Grass on the active. Leafeon. Then we want to go probably Vaporeon. Nope, still want to go Flareon here. Energy for turn. Then what we'll do is we're just going to hit the active here. No, we're not. We're going to hit the bench. Because Flareon can potentially deal with this thing. Okay, and then that also puts our Fezandipity out of range of the Grimmsnarl. Okay, we do need to find... we do need to find that other Night Stretcher. Oh, and actually, if he does have Gust here, he could Gust up Fez. And then Frostlass actually does kill Fez here. So it's definitely going to be tricky. Ultra Ball, I would presume, grabs either Fezandipity or maybe another Snow Runt? Or Monkey Dory, probably? Okay, more Grim. Is he going to try to set up another Grimmsnarl? I mean, maybe. There's the Grimmsnarl. Is he just going to Rare Candy? He's probably just trying to thin the deck before he attracts customers. No supporter card? Perfect. Is that going to force him to concede, or is he still going to try hitting me here? Because if he does if he can't retreat either, we can just knock out Tatsugiri. Because I don't think we have... Oh, we do still have Boss in the deck. Assuming that it's not prized, I guess I should have checked that. This guy's taking his sweet time here. Come on, man. Arven. What does Arven get? Switch plus TM Devo? TM Evo plus Buddy Poffin. Okay. No shot! Okay, the Draina Brain onto the Leafeon. Nope, Fez, okay. There's the Morgrem. And just a pass! If we can top deck Boss here, or Pokegear. Come on, come on, come on. Grass Energy, that doesn't do us a whole lot of good. Let's go ahead and Earthen Vessel, try to get that water energy out. So let's make sure that we do still have Boss in the deck. Boss is still in the deck. We do still have Night Stretcher in the deck as well. Okay, it's gonna come down to this. But we can heal all that damage off of Fez. And I don't think... Let's see, 210, 240... I believe he's 10 damage short of knocking out our Leafeon with the Grimmsnarl. Because Monkey Dory moves 30, so that's 50, and he's doing 210 with Defiance Band. So he is short damage. No shot! The counter catcher! Maybe we should have just passed the turn instead of knocking out the Tatsugiri. Definitely probably should have done that and just draw past until we find Boss's orders. Although he had a track customer, so he probably would have gotten it first. Well, we dealt more damage than the opponent in both battles. It was a close match for both ways. It's one of those decks that it's not a competitive deck for sure. But it's just kind of one of those fun decks. It plays a lot of different things. It has a lot of moving pieces though, so if you don't have the right thing at the right time, you're kind of in trouble. But yeah, with that, we're going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.